Hey everyone, it's Nanotastic here. Smartphone performance hinges on one critical component, the processor. But with brands like Qualcomm Snapdragon and MediaTek's Dimensity dominating the market, how do you choose? Let's dissect their differences, architectures, and which one suits your needs. Qualcomm Snapdragon has long been the gold standard for Android flagships, powering devices like Samsung Galaxy S series and Google Pixels. MediaTek's Dimensity, on the other hand, emerged as a cost-effective challenger but has recently stepped up its game with premium 5G chips like the Dimensity 9000 series. But how do they stack up technically? Snapdragon categorizes its chips into tiers. The highest tier is the 8 series, which is the flagship series. An example for this is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. This series demonstrates the best performance. The next tier is the 7 series, which is put into mid-range phones like the Snapdragon 7 Gen 2. This series balances power and price. The 6 and 4 series are budget-friendly, focusing on efficiency. Dimensity uses a similar numbering system. The 9000 series is premium. For example, Dimensity 9200 rivals Snapdragon's 8 series. After that comes the 8000/7000 series, which is mid-tier, optimized for 5G and gaming. The last tier is the Dimensity 6000 and 4000 series, which offer entry-level performance for affordable devices. The higher the number, the better the performance. Snapdragon often uses custom CPU cores, like Cryo, paired with ARM's designs. Wait, what's ARM? Think of ARM as the blueprint for most smartphone processors. They designed the basic structure of CPU cores, which companies like Qualcomm and MediaTek license and tweak. Snapdragon's custom cores optimize tasks like gaming, but MediaTek's Dimensity chips use ARM's ready-made designs, like the Cortex-X, for power, and Cortex-A, for efficiency. Both brands now use TSMC, a Taiwanese company that manufactures the chips. TSMC's 4nm process refers to how tiny the transistors are. Smaller transistors mean better efficiency and less heat. Think of TSMC as the factory that builds the brain of your phone. For graphics, Snapdragon uses its own Adreno GPUs, which are like a custom sports car built specifically for gaming. MediaTek's Dimensity, though, uses ARM's Mali GPUs, or Immortalis and top-tier chips, which are more like reliable off-the-shelf engines. While Adreno often performs better in flagships, newer Mali GPUs and Dimensity chips are catching up fast, especially in mid-range phones where they sometimes beat Snapdragon's budget GPUs. So, which is better for you? For gaming, Snapdragon's 8 series with Adreno GPUs still rule. If we're talking about battery life, Dimensity's efficient 5G modems and TSMC manufacturing often deliver better power efficiency. For AI photography, Snapdragon's Hexagon DSP and Spectra ISP are big reasons it's better for photography. Let's unpack those terms. DSP, Digital Signal Processor. Think of this as a specialized brain for handling signals like audio, Wi-Fi, or sensor data. Snapdragon's Hexagon DSP speeds up tasks like noise cancellation or voice recognition. ISP, Image Signal Processor. This is the photo wizard inside your phone. The Spectra ISP processes every pixel from your camera, improving colors, sharpness, and low-light shots. Snapdragon's ISPs are more refined, which is why flagship phones often use them for pro-grade photography. MediaTek's Dimensity chips also have DSPs and ISPs, but they're not as optimized for high-end camera sensors. If you're into mobile photography, Snapdragon still takes the crown. Lastly, 5G. Both support sub-6 GHz and mmWave in premium chips. When we say both chips support mmWave, what does that mean? Let's break it down. mmWave, millimeter wave, is a type of 5G technology that uses super high-frequency radio waves. Think of it like a hyperspeed highway for data. It delivers blazing fast downloads, up to 4 to 5 gigabits per second. But there's a catch: mmWave signals struggle to penetrate walls or travel long distances. You'll mostly get these speeds outdoors in crowded areas with mmWave towers nearby. Snapdragon's premium chips, like the 8 series, fully support mmWave, but it's rare in budget phones. Dimensity chips often focus on sub-6 GHz 5G, a slower but more reliable city-street version of 5G that works indoors and across longer ranges. So, if you're in a metro area with mmWave coverage, Snapdragon's your pick. For everyday 5G, Dimensity's sub-6 GHz is plenty. Dimensity also offers 5G at lower price points. For flagship tier devices, Snapdragon remains the safe bet for raw power in gaming.
But MediaTek's Dimensity chips are catching up fast, offering better value and efficiency in mid-range phones. If you're budget-conscious or prioritize battery life, Dimensity is a strong contender.
Gamers and photography enthusiasts? Lean towards Snapdragon.